Week 7 of the Belgian Pro League, and after an international break with 2 wins for Belgium in the Euro qualifiers, 2 of last season's final day title contenders facing off in a huge game in Brussels, Union Saint-Gilloise and Genk. Union, one of 6 clubs with a chance of going top over the weekend, with leaders Gent playing late Sunday in Leuven. Of the 2 form sides from Brugge, Cercle go to RWDM, club host Charleroi. Eupen could join the leaders if they continue Standard Liège's poor start to the season. Resurgent Anderlecht's tilt for the top comes at struggling Kortrijk, and Mechelen can stay on a roll at St-Truiden. But we start with Barcelona's opening Champions League opponents as Royal Antwerp look to prolong the opening season misery of Westerlo.
Friday night football for the Belgian Pro League. The champions have struggled in their first title defence since the 1950s, but Europe has been a success. Tonight they're at one of the sensations of last season. This season they've got big problems. From Het Kuipje, it's Westerlo against Royal Antwerp. Nasser Chadli making his break down the left-hand side, and Chadli let fly. Kept it on target, good effort. Oh, what a big giveaway this is! And it's teed up by Keita, in by Hansen, and Antwerp in front. Westerlo crumbling. Antwerp had not had a sniff up front prior to that. But with quarter of an hour played, they got more than a sniff. And it may open up here finally for Freegan. 5.5 million of the Foster money was spent on him. Good release, that'll do it. Yellow Bataille makes it 2-0. And that should be that. Another good pullback, and Westerlo are all at sea. And Vermeeren! That could easily have deflected in. And there could be a goal back here. Great opening, they have a corner. Muya made a bit of space, hit the post unluckily. That would have been some goal. Brilliant break by the new Albanian international. And so close to 3. Vermeeren pulls it back and Muya gets his goal. He's wanted that so much since coming on, and he has it now. His second goal of the season, after hitting Kortrijk for 6. Valencia's got space to shoot. Wonderful try. Antwerp again scored 3 goals at Westerlo, but this time without reply. Off the back of last season's 3-3 draw, it is their first ever win in Westerlo.
RWDM's creditable 1-1 draw at Standard Liège, putting them 11th, Cercle 3rd and in line to go top with a win here. And 5 minutes in, Kevin Denke taking control for Cercle to crack home. The perfect start, Cercle ready to take top spot for the second successive Pro League Saturday. Already 5 now this season for Denke, 2 last time out in the win over Westerlo, 2 more for Togo in a comeback win over Cape Verde in the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers last week. Would this set the foundations for a rout? RWDM have only lost twice this season to Genk and Club Brugge, but conceded 11 in those games. New signing from Serang, Maxime Sambou storming down the right. Maktar Gay unable to connect properly in the middle. Gay scoring at Standard a fortnight ago for an early lead, but not here. Better luck next time. And that luck only needing 7 more minutes to arrive. Hugo Sique's built up an impressive reputation and it's reserved, making his debut for Belgium in the 5-0 win over Estonia in the Euro qualifiers. But back down to earth at the Edward Mactons though, robbed by Mikkel Biron close to goal, Biron forced wide, Gay doing the rest, or WDM level. CK not having quite as much time as he thought, Biron taking control. His original shot on target diverted by Wallason, but unfortunately for him, Gay in the right place. Gay scored 25 goals in 2 seasons at Ostende. They certainly missed him when he was gone. They were relegated. He's a Brussels boy now. Cercle winning the last 3 going into this against Standard, Sint-Truiden and Westerlo. Denki and Thibaut Summers winning challenges. Summers picking out new Ecuadorian arrival Alan Minder to score in his 2nd game for his new club. Cercle back in front. A combative win by Denki in the air. Summers forcing his way past Segovia but using his elbow to control. Referee Brent Starsons having given it a second look, disallowing for handball. Not much doubt about it either. So 1-1 at half-time instead. It's only last season's top 2 of Antwerp and Genk that have beaten Cercle so far this season. The rest have all been wins. Summers getting his head onto this chance. De Forney struggling, it going narrowly wide. Popovic with the original nod on, but De Forney for once finding it beyond reach. A massive escape for RWDM, that perhaps forcing them up a gear. A minute later, Xavier Mercier's corner headed in by Segovia. His first goal since signing from Molenbeek's sister club in Rio, Botafogo. Having swapped the wide expanses of the Olympic Stadium, the Engenau, for the tighter confines of the Edward Mactons, Segovia getting his head onto it, and unlike his former teammate Minder, this one would count. RWDM 2-1 up and looking for a repeat act. Mercier with another corner from the right-hand side. Gay ready to attack it with his head, but saved by Wallason this time. The chances beginning to mount up. The Brussels club looking good, not just about set pieces and counter-attacks. This flowing move ending in Mercier's measured release of Biron. A cracking effort from the Martinique international, cracking off the post. Cercle drawing 7 men back, but the effort still coming in via some really well-placed passing. Biron very unlucky. Into the 3rd minute of stoppage time, Cercle trying to launch a late rescue. Alegbe gliding through, Utkus crossing for Jan Boho, but De Forney saving again. If you're going to make waves, it helps to have a good goalkeeper, and RWDM definitely have that. After wins over Leuven and Mechelen, the biggest scalp yet for Kasapa and RWDM outfoxing Cercle. A big comeback win at Molenbeek. Miron Muslic and Cercle missed the chance to go top. RWDM 2, Cercle Bruges 1. The Joseph Marion sold out weeks ago for this clash of the 2 sides, denied the title by Antwerp on the last day last season. Union 6 to kick-off time, a chance to join the leaders at the top. Genk in 9th, looking to break into the top 4. Toulouse and Fiorentina waiting these 2 in Europe. Nothing much in the opening 15 minutes, but here comes Paintsel away down the right-hand side, tearing Union open, and it's touched in by Andy Sakiri. 15 minutes into his Genk debut, having come from Brighton, of all teams. Paintsel finally with a chance to expand down the right-hand side, and Zakiri well placed. A simple tap-in, and Genk 1-0 up. Not much from Union up front so far. They have to change that, and they're trying to now with Eckert getting alongside Lapuzan, Cameron Puertas, and wide on the right is Jean-Thierry Lazare now, and it just ran in front of Lapuzan. Didn't connect properly. What an opening. Lazare remains in support. Eckert too in the edge of the area. Here's a great chance. Good opening, and missed by Siddiqui. Plenty up for the corner, and Burgess is one of them. Diverted narrowly wide. McAllister was up alongside, but Burgess getting there, so dangerous in these situations, so close. Not much happening in the first half, but Genk have that vital 1-0 lead. 20 minutes remaining. And Union's creativity has been stifled today, as has happened a few times against Genk in recent seasons. But now they're bursting through, and Puertas with a chance to come in, and a fine save by Van der Vaart, and they have survived. Van der Voort with a chance to get it away long, deep in stoppage time. Arakadare with the flick on, and in again, Tolo Arakadare off the post. Arakadare again, and Galasa, and in. Very untidy. That might just have wrapped it up. And VAR saying, it's a goal. And Genk have got the win at Union, a massive win for Wout of Rankin. Controlled by Arkadare, then somehow pulled it across, and Galasa scores. A major victory. Genk get themselves back up in touch at the top, and they overtake Union in the table. Union 0, Genk 2.
The planets have aligned a bit for the blue half of Bruges, with the green half failing to go top earlier today. 3 points dividing the top 10 in Belgium is quite a situation right now. Ahead of Club Bruges against Sporting Charleroi. Is Guillon again? Oh, what a finish! His first goal in Belgium is an absolute beauty against Club Bruges, against Mignolet. And Charleroi, just like last season here, go one up at the unbridled. What a save by Coffey! Fine strike by Vetlason, who's just off the back of scoring his first goal for Norway against Jordan. Skov-Olsen, lovely release, Igor Thiago! For 1-1. It was coming. A constant threat, and they made good on it. Played short for Zagan, and an opening suddenly for Dragsnes! Deflected in, and Charleroi lead again! It's deja vu, 2 first-half goals for Charleroi, just like last year! And they lead approaching half-time. Remarkable! This is Saba, great cross, brilliant header! It's Brandon Mechelen for 2-2! What a game! And Charleroi were only ahead for 3 minutes. Gagnon poked it forward well. Here's an opening for Daba. Another fine save by Mignolet. It's controlled well by Regeli. Marvellous stop by Mignolet again. Back from injury himself and now playing 2 games in a row. Nielsen, a real looping one. De Kuiper can do better this time. He can. He did. Great cross! Oh, almost 3-2. Igor Thiago. Cercle has a bit of space. Bit of room here for Maxime De Kuiper, and he went early! Just wide! Nusa. Lovely curl, looking for the touch! It didn't need one! Antonio Nusa continues writing headlines! That might just be the winner for Club Bruges! After 1 goal and 3 assists for Norway in his first 2 internationals. Bachi got it through, Odedaya. Daba, and off the line. Brilliant chance for Dan Amons to equalise. Here goes Noose on the break now, and he's got the ball forward well. This is Cercle. Cercle looking to wrap it up. And Cercle has wrapped it up. 4-2. That'll do it. Club Brugge are going top. What a performance. Having trailed twice, they've taken this 4-2. They trailed 1-0, they trailed 2-1. Club Brugge back to winning ways. They are top. Club Brugge 4, Charleroi 2. A sunshine day in the east of Belgium as one of the Pro League's great grandees try and find their form and climb out of the relegation zone. For today's hosts, who almost went top a fortnight ago, a chance to once more glide into the top 4. From the Kortrijk, it's a sellout. It's Eupen against Standard Liège. Gineppo, marvellous. Oh, what a try. Well, that's what they brought him back from English football for €3.5 million. Gineppo taking it deep. Play's going to continue for the moment. Chance for pull back. Charles Cook in there. No! And somehow it stayed out. Rebounded back into Boda's arms, and that's Eupen's first real chance of the game. It's a lovely break. Good ball over the top. Here's a chance and a goal out of nothing. Wilfred Kanga right on half-time. 45 minutes of almost nothing from him, and then that. Eupen completely caught out, and they did not see that coming at all. Simple one over the top from halfway. Kanga broke onto it. Still a lot to do. Very narrow angle. Given away again. It's Kawabe. He's got the angle to make it 2. 2 goals in a minute in first half stoppage time. And Standard Liège have a massive foundation now. And Eupen have just lost concentration. They were back in the dressing room before the half-time whistle. 4.5 minutes into first half stoppage time. It's been claimed well by Tadiello straight away. He's got Ring and Charles Cook in. Good save by Boda. Through 1-1, and that's the best chance Eupen have had in the game. It could be Standard providing all the goals today. Alzate short. Look at this great move. Terrific save by Slanina to deny Kanga. Another one. Brilliant belter. On target, firm. A lot of pace behind it. They could make it even better now. They have. Kamal Sowa on his debut for Standard Liège makes it 3-0. The season's comeback begins today. 13 games without a win. 5 full months without a win. They've conceded here. Brilliant finish by Finn Borgerson. Eupen have won back. 11 minutes to go and they're not yet done yet. Kept going by Taniello in the middle. It must be. It must be. It is. Peishauser. Eupen 2, Standard Liège 3. And the points are not guaranteed at all. Offside! Offside! Eupen thought they had a massive lifeline, but instead it's the offside lines that have cast them asunder. This is a lovely break forward, and it's a free kick just outside, but it is for a dive, and that's a second yellow against Alzate, who has been sent off. A second yellow for a dive, and Alzate in his second debut for Standard Liège is sent off in the 13th minute of stoppage time. Standard Liège win a marathon. A game which ultimately lasted in both halves 110 minutes. Eupen 1, Standard Liège 3.
Anderlecht are bought wisely in the summer transfer market. The signings of Kasper Schmeichel and Torgan Hazard in deadline day show they mean business. Third, level on points with leaders Club Brugge and Ghent. A major chance to go top. Kortrijk second from bottom, and a fans protest against the owner Vincent Tan and chief executive Ken Chu today. It's opened up suddenly for Amuzu, who's making ground, and lots of it. Amuzu's still in, and he's hit the crossbar. What creativity by Francis Amuzu, and denied by the woodwork. Deneuve on the chase, should be Sardella's, isn't Sardella's. Dion Deneuve is on the way in here. Sardella trying to chase him back, all on his own work, and Kortrijk have the lead. Brilliant composure from Dion Deneuve, and he sets the golden sporn alight. Took it up from exactly the halfway line. So much to do. Lovely finish. Little flick by Ojo, didn't quite come off. So how do Anderlecht respond to this? Here's Dolberg. There's the answer. An instant response. Kortrijk only in front for 60 seconds. Dolberg bringing Anderlecht on terms. And he was determined that was heading in. So unlucky for Kortrijk. Massive deflection home. Plenty forward for the corner for Kortrijk. And up there is Avenatti! Superb save by Dupé. And applauded by both sets of players. What a save! Dupé currently in place of the injured Kasper Schmeichel, the new signing, and Kylian Hazard of RWDM watching his brother Torgan. Dupé doesn't have a lot of time on his side, and he doesn't have possession now anymore either. And Avenatti's in there, and it stayed out. And it was kept out by De Bast, and I think with his hand. He's going to be sent off by Kevin Van Damme here. There's no doubt he pushed it out and punched it out. And Anderlecht are down to 10. That is a big blow early in the second half. Dupé took his time. It was reclaimed really well, and Avenatti ready to touch home. That was a good save, I have to say. Avenatti from the spot. And Kortrijk lead again. Just before the hour mark. They have been excellent today. They haven't won yet this season. This might do it. Anderlecht still building. Great ball in, just over the top by Louis Patrice. Looking to make his mark, having come from Leuven, and he's stolen round the back so well. Headed just over. Not seen a huge amount of Torgan Hazard so far, but we will now. In the centre for Leone, got behind it well. What a really good save by Vandenberger. And both goalkeepers are excelling today. Hazard pulling it across, Leone behind it. Big deflection, great stop. Another deep corner played in towards the centre. It's going to come in towards Sardella. Now wide again for Patrice. Brilliant ball in the middle, and Dolberg, what a stop again by Vandenberger. So close to getting an equaliser with 6 minutes to go. It was tight. It may well have counted. Anderlecht putting all the pressure on, as they have done since falling behind. And the pull back by Marco Kana. His first start since leaving Anderlecht, and he's going to be sent off. A second yellow card, and with 9 minutes to go, it's 10 aside. Kana with the drag back. 7th minute of stoppage time, and it is last chance saloon for Anderlecht. It's come back out towards Dreyer. What an equaliser! Time was just about up, and Anders Dreyer has saved Anderlecht's bacon. They were ready to be defeated. Kortrijk set for their first win of the season, and then Anders Dreyer does that with virtually the last touch of the game. A brilliant ball forward, it wasn't properly cleared, and Dreyer did the rest. Salvation for Anderlecht. Anders Dreyer on his sub at the start of stoppage time, and at the end of it, he scores it. That is so cruel on the Carols. Kortrijk 2, Anderlecht 2. Anderlecht's draw at Kortrijk knocking Gent off the top. The Buffaloes with an instant chance of regaining the summit. Even a point at Oud-Heverlee Leuven would do it. OHL climbing out to the bottom 4 with their first win of the season in their previous game against Kortrijk. Despite a prior run of 3 losses in 4 games, coach Mark Bryce has still been accentuating the positive. Nothing much more positive than this early move. See Bescrivers releasing Richie Sagrado down the right, with Jonathan Braut Brunez waiting in the centre. The first cousin of Erling Haaland with his first goal since signing in the summer from Strømsgodset. A brilliant move started by Joran Dome. Scrivers and Sagrado playing their major part. Brunez arriving right on time. There's no doubt his family ties have made people take notice. His 15 goals in the Norwegian League this year playing a part too. Gent behind after 7 minutes and needing to rouse themselves. Keeping their 3 main attackers after the summer transfer window means they've a massive chance of a title assault this season. Hugo Kuipers brilliantly playing in Sven Coombs. Leuven unable to properly clear. Andrew Hjulsiger turning home. Instant dejection for the Dane though. And this is why Coombs are judged to have been narrowly offside before putting the cross in. The Buffaloes looking very threatening though. 10 minutes on from that, a corner again for Gent. Hjulsiger taking it, and Tsuyoshi Watanabe nodding on for Gift Orban to score. Immediately though, ruled out once again. Leuven moving players up at the corner, leaving Orban all on his own. Offside, still 1-0 to OHL. Could Leuven hold out? 7 minutes before half-time, Coombs' corner from the left this time, finding the head of Ismail Kandus. You wouldn't blame him for hesitating in celebrating, but after having 2 goals disallowed, this definitely third time lucky. Kandus with his first goal for Gent after joining the Union Saint-Gilloise exodus during the summer, rising to meet Coombs' well-placed corner kick. Finally 1-1, 7 minutes before half-time. Frustration for Mark Bryce on a weekend where there's been solidarity across the league with Morocco following the disaster there. Into the second half, and with a Conference League visit to Poland to face Zorya Luhansk coming up, Gent looking to make good on their domination. Coombs placing Julien Desart for a decent long-range try. Relief for Leuven keeper Maxence Prévost. Hein van IJzenbroek yearning for a breakthrough, and a major chance that that opening would come from Hong's corner. Kuipers with the flick on, and Orban's replacement, Tariq Tissadali, almost supplying the lead goal, just not able to direct the header. Surely there would be a winner on the way, but what haven't we seen much of lately? A dangerous Leuven attack. Sagrado supplying Conan and Dree, signed from Eupen to give OHL a midfield lift, this very nearly supplying it. A decent save from Nardi, keeping it out. A brilliant run from the Côte d'Ivoire international. He scored 7 last season for Eupen as they stayed up by a single point. 7 minutes to go with Gent threatening again. Coombs' corner knocked on by Kandus and headed on by Turunariga. Kuipers turning home. The Buffaloes finding the net for a 4th time, but not taking anything for granted. Correctly, as it would turned out, a 3rd disallowed goal. Kuipers in an offside position this time. Gent still bombarding the Leuven goal with 3 minutes to go. 22 attempts on the night overall. Coombs launching a dangerous one into the area. Peter Gerkens heading back across the goalmouth for Tissadali's chance to win it, but over. into the 4th minute of stoppage time. The clock rapidly running out. Gent needing some rapid inspiration. Coombs' free kick direct and threatening. Ewout Pleiting's heading against his own post. Leuven hanging on somehow. Pleiting's escaping. Leuven too. Though Gent go top and they're still unbeaten. Still 2 points dropped for Ryan van Hijsenbroek on a night he surely can't believe. After beating Kortrijk, an invaluable point for Mark Bryce and Leuven. They're still in the bottom 4, but looking better. Leuven 1, Gent 1. Sint-Truiden 10th coming into this. Mechelen part of that congested top half of the table with a chance of going within a point of the top should they win. No Nicholas Storm for them though, out injured. The Canaries with only 2 points from the last 4 games, draws against Gent and Charleroi, losing to Anderlecht and Cercle. Eric Bokar looking to add some pep. His 1-2 with Koita and deep cross causing Mechelen problems. Janne Sturkers picked out right in front of goal, but pulling narrowly wide. Having scored the winner against Kortrijk, a glorious chance to double his account. Mechelen having lost Rafik Belgali early on through injury. Sint-Truiden by far the better team by this point, despite it still being 0-0. Ryotaro Ito picking out Sturkers, in turn spotting Daiki Hashioka, making full use of the space. His first goal for Sint-Truiden in his 4th season with the Canaries. The last time he scored was in 2020 for Urawa Reds back home in the J-League. Japan national coach Hajime Moriyasu is a fan, sending him on in last week's wins over Germany and Turkey. An Asian Champions League winner with the Reds, Hashioka making a big impact these days in yellow. The Malin were only really signed into play after going 1 down. Jeffrey Ehrman's dangerous ball into the box well controlled by Kerem Rabji. Captain Rob Schoves denied well by Zion Suzuki, currently keeping his Japan goalkeeping teammate Daniel Schmidt out of the side. Rabji not well placed to have a go himself. Schoves the 1. Kept at bay. And the travelling support too. Sint-Truiden still a goal to the good at half-time. STVV were in the top 8 and the playoff places deep into last season, but 2 wins in the last 10 saw them finish 12th. They're continuing to show snatches of last season's earlier form. Hashioka creating Sturkers' penetrative cross, neither Barnes nor Ito able to finish though. The Canaries winless in 5 since claiming their opener 1-0 at Kortrijk, with Matas Smets breaking up a potential Mechelen attack, Matthias Delorga and Sturkers combining to set Ito away. A perfect finish this time. 2-0 Sint-Truiden just past the hour mark. That Ito's first goal since coming in the summer from Albirex Niigata, now one of 8 Japanese players in the Canaries squad, and looking like a valuable one too. Delorga was thinking about the pass, Sturkers the one to finally provide it for 2-0. Sint-Truiden now playing with tons of confidence, enough for Hashioka to send Abu Bakari Koita away. With Rahito Yamamoto in a quality position too, Koita in the clear, going for it himself. You don't get chances like that very often. All the same, Sint-Truiden get their first win since that victory on opening day, and their first of the season too at home. They climb up to 7th, just 1 spot off the title playoffs. The light's not going out of them just yet. Sint-Truiden 2, Mechelen 0. It feels like a week of significant results, some of them surprises. Antwerp's 3-0 win at Westerlo and Genk's 2-0 victory at Union Saint-Gilloise elevating both to the top 6. 3 points too for RWDM, Club Brugge, Standard Liège and Sint-Truiden, but none of the top 3 winning. Draws for Gent and Anderlecht, Cercle with that loss in Brussels. The top 11 teams now divided by 4 points. Gent and Anderlecht stay in the top 2 positions thanks to those draws. The Bruges clubs swap places. Club climb after their convincing win over Charleroi. Cercle would be top had they won at RWDM. Antwerp and Genk climb significantly after their wins over Westerlo and Union, the latter losing ground, along with Mechelen and Eupen, whose loss to Standard Liège sees the Rooshes move out to the bottom 4. Charleroi, Kortrijk and Westerlo still without a win. Standard and Westerlo kick off the Week 8 action on Friday night, with Charleroi, Kortrijk, Mechelen, Leuven and Antwerp or WDM Saturday. 4 big games Sunday. The Limburg derby between Genk and Sint-Truiden kicking it off. Cercle can go top again against Union. There's the latest champion of the rivalry between Anderlecht and Club Brugge, with current leaders Gent rounding off against Eupen. Until then, from Will Downing and the Pro League TV team in Brussels, enjoy your football.